video is going to be on, is it time for you to change jobs? And so we have card 1, 2, 3, or 4. And feel free to pause the video or take a moment to see which card you are drawn to, which card is calling to you for the message. I will put the timestamps below for your card. If you don't want to watch the entire thing, you can go right to your timestamp. And again, if you are new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe if you enjoy free readings, spiritual guidance, psychic guidance, magical guidance, metaphysical guidance, witchy type guidance. This is the channel for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and by the way, this is the Angels Answers Oracle deck. I will also be using the Modern Witch Tarot to add into intuitive messages throughout the reading, and ask your guides oracle cards. Card 1, welcome card 1 choosers. And again, if you didn't hear it in the beginning because you skipped right to your timestamp, if you would like to book a personal in-depth reading with me, you can find me on Instagram and send me a DM to @psychicgoddesserika, or send me an email to psychicgoddesserika@gmail.com. And also don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy free readings. But let's go ahead and see. So your first message is you're ready. So, the fact that you're here, the fact that anyone is here checking out this video is probably a good indicator that it is time for you to change jobs. So I'm going to be expanding a little bit more on the message for you of, is it time for you to change jobs? For those that chose card 1, let's see what comes through. Okay. Your next messages were the Emperor. So a lot of you who chose card 1, a lot of you are actually have the energy of needing to be your own boss, or at least you would do well in an environment where you could be your own boss, your own leader, or at least more of a leadership position in whatever new career path you choose, where you have a bit more control of things. And it's also a message that it is time that you take charge of your own life and know that you're ready to make change. And I also see the 4 of Wands, which for a lot of you, I feel your ideal situation would be a work at home situation, or at least a flexible job that will allow you to spend more time at home or with family environment, or doing the things that you love. But I'm also viewing the other message of it being that it's really important to you that you feel that you are building something solid, that you're building a strong rooted foundation with whatever career path you do decide to change to. And then I'm also seeing the 5 of Swords. So for you guys, it may not be the easiest road, the path that you want to go, but overall, I do feel it's worth creating the change, because the Wheel of Fortune is coming up saying that, it's time that you leave the past behind. It's time you start a new cycle. It's time you take a risk and go for this new chapter and make the change needed, because nobody's going to make this change for you. It's not just going to happen if you don't do something. So yes, you're ready to change jobs. All right, and let's get one last message of what do your guides have to say about this for card 1. Let's see, card 1 choosers. Your message was discontent. You've been wearing a mask long enough about all the reasons why you've been where you were, or why you couldn't make the change, or why you haven't done yet, or what you're waiting for, it being the wrong time. It's time that you follow your muses. It's time that you go after what inspires you. Take the mask off. The only person that can get you out of this discontent energy is you. All right, goodbye, card 1 choosers. It was great to read for you. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. All right, hi guys. If you chose card 2, we're going to get right into it. If you missed it in the beginning, if you want to book a personal in-depth reading with me, you can find me on Instagram at psychicgoddesserika and send me a DM or send me an email to psychicgoddesserika@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy free readings, pick a card readings, as well as any other spiritual, metaphysical, magical, psychic, witch kind of topics on YouTube. So let's see what your message is for card 2. And your message is a year from now. And the first thing I'm hearing from this is that I do feel it's time to make to change your job. Yes. But what I'm hearing from this is that even if you make that change tomorrow, you may not see whether you make that change tomorrow or a couple months from now, because you need to take action towards beginning that change. You may not see extreme major results until a year from now. Now, that doesn't mean exactly a year from now and in terms of 12 months, but it does mean further out in time. Like, I hope that makes sense. So either way, further out in time. And this is a timeless video. So by that, what I mean is whatever day you happen to watch this video, it's probably going to be a year from that time or thereabout, around that, where you get to see more of the major change or major results in the change. But I also feel like the sooner you make the change, the sooner you can see these results. So it is time to go ahead and begin to change your job or make that shift and prep for it. Let's see what else comes through. Let's expand on this message for you. Those who choose card 2, let's see what comes through. Okay, so what I also see for you guys is the energy of the Queen of Swords. So this is about doing research, checking the facts, being clear and precise about how you're going about things. But there's also about doing all of this with a sense of strong emotions towards the new path that you're trying to create. So in other words, you need to pursue a job opportunity that you feel emotionally invested in. Is what I'm seeing with the Queen of Swords. So go ahead and start doing your research. I also see the Six of Pentacles, which is the energy of, you do need to have a career path that allows you to have a sense of balance and fulfillment, where you feel like you're getting something back or getting something as much out of it beyond just money that you're putting into it. So I do feel that coming through in terms of trying to consider whatever career change that you decide to pursue. The Queen of Wands is coming up also, which is the energy of creative energy. So you would do well in a career path that allows you to be more creative, or to be a bit different or unique, or to have your own individuality expressed within it. I see that coming through, and it is time that you take on confidence and more of a sense of independence within self and make this change. So again, maybe you want to have a career path that allows you to be more independent and to do your own thing. The Two of Pentacles is showing you that you may actually have some different paths that you're considering, or different paths that you would actually be good at, and you're considering those different options. And I also feel this is representing that you may need to start this as a side situation in the very beginning of things, and then slowly maybe transition into it being more of a full-time thing. But either way, in other words, you may need to juggle a couple of things for a period of time before you make that full leap into doing a new path full time. But either way, it is time that you start making the change, because I see the Death card, which is time to allow ending of the old and to allow the transformation to take place, to leave behind what's unhealthy for you, isn't serving you anymore, and move towards a new path, a new beginning of transformation. And I'm going to go ahead and get you guys a message from the Ask Your Guides cards as well. Okay, let's go ahead and ask your guides about what they have to say about needing to make a career change and change your job. You guys got not one, but 2 Death cards. You got to end your current situation. It's time for that thing to be dead. It's time for it to go on. So yes, your guardian angels are also with you with this transformation. And what I'm hearing from this is, this change, you need to begin making this change before you become so discontent with your current situation where you either stop performing well and they let you go, or you get too fed up and you just quit unexpectedly but don't have a backup plan. So it is time that you transition and transform the situation now while you still have some power and control over it, shown with all this queen energy here. And the queen doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's the feeling of there being power, but also trusting the divine feminine side of yourself, which is a bit more intuitive, as well as, you know, following your heart, your emotions more, because again, you need a career path that feels more emotionally fulfilling to you. All right, card 2 choosers, it was nice speaking to you. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Hi guys, those of you who chose card 3, we're going to jump right in. Again, if you would like to book a personal in-depth reading with me, find me on Instagram at psychicgoddesserika and send me a DM or send me an email to psychicgoddesserika@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy free readings, pick a card readings, or any other spiritual, metaphysical, magical, psychic, witchy type subjects or guidance. So let's see what your pick was for card 3. Your message is no. So, is it time to change jobs? Maybe no, not just yet. So let's go ahead and see why. Okay, those of you who chose card 3, why did you get a no of not changing jobs right now? Why? Why not? Why not? Because you're here, so you're considering it, or maybe part of you feels like you need to or want to. So why not yet? Let's see what comes through. Okay, so after looking into this deeper, I feel like this is a no, not yet, because you haven't really found your true passion or calling yet. You know, you want to get out of what you're doing, but what I'm being shown here is you need to figure out a path that you actually feel more connected to than the one that you're currently considering. So no, not yet, until you find out what do you really feel that can make you feel triumphant. What would you really feel successful at doing that is meaningful, but also feeling connected to and more of a passion towards beyond the idea that you actually have? Because maybe what you're thinking of doing, sure, it could give maybe some more of a better schedule or freedom, or sure, it could make some good money. But are you really passionate about it is what I'm seeing here. So maybe you need to take a little bit more time into looking into a path that has the benefits that you're looking for, but at the same time, something you're more passionate about, or something that you feel or that could be successful for you, but at the same time, more fulfilling for you. And then for others of you, maybe you haven't even figured out what you want to do at all. Like you haven't given it any thought. So it's a no, not right now, until you actually contemplate on those things and get your clarity on what you want to do. And then the other message I'm seeing here is also the Hermit. So there is a need for more soul searching or more research before making this change. And the laptop here representing that, you know, maybe you want to just see what other options are out there on the web, or resources that you may have to learn or to study. And then I do see the King of Pentacles coming through after you have done more of that. That what shows me that in time, you know, you can make a career change that is stable for you, that can make good money, and that also can make you feel secure and grounded and in control. But I also see the 7 of Swords coming up after that. So again, there's a need to look deeper into the field that you're considering, or maybe you need to look deeper into self and to figure out, you know, what is the truth for you. Seek the truth of what do you really want to do? What do you feel called to do? And pursue that path rather than a path that may just feel like it's good money. So don't run from the truth, and be more strategic, or plan a little bit more in a more cautious way before just up and making a huge transition. Okay, those of you who chose card 3, let's ask your guides for a last message about your career situation. Okay, so your card was risk. So Spirit is saying you can take that risk when you found the path that will bring you joy. Because your joy guides are assisting you. So once you find the path that you feel will give you some joy, which also makes sense with the 2 of Cups over here as well, then take the risk of changing jobs. Okay, welcome card 4 pickers, card 4 choosers. And if you didn't hear in the beginning, if you would like to book a personal in-depth reading with me, you can find me on Instagram at psychicgoddesserika and send me a DM or email to psychicgoddesserika@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy free readings, pick a card readings, or any other kind of spiritual, metaphysical, magical, psychic, witchy, guidance, or kind of topic. So let's see what your message is for card 4. Yours is within the next few weeks. So definitely it is time to start considering taking action to change jobs now. You can start today, and maybe you'll begin to see some results or some callbacks for interviews or some progress of some kind within the next few weeks, or at least making sure that you're taking the steps to begin this job change or transition within the next few weeks. And so definitely it's time to go for it. Yes, most definitely it's time to change jobs for you, but let's see what other messages come up. Okay, so let's see what other messages come through for those of you who chose card 4 about your need and necessity to go ahead and change jobs. By the way, I'm aware my camera started moving when I was pulling cards, so sorry about that. Okay, so you guys, yes. You got a message and a need to take action today, and maybe you'll see some results within the next few weeks, or at least taking action towards making that change within the next few weeks. Either way, yes, most definitely it's time for you to change jobs. The other messages were, I see the Hierophant. So you have actually been getting signs for a long while that it's time to make change, or you've been seeing synchronicities, you've been feeling or seeing signs that it's time to make that change. And maybe some of you may actually be spiritually gifted yourself. Like you may be healers, psychics, energy healers yourself. And you may be called to pursue a path that has that energy within it. And for some of you, you may still have these abilities, but you may not necessarily feel comfortable pursuing a career path within that. But at the same time, you're so connected to source and spirit that you've been receiving these psychic messages along the way for quite a while that you really need to make this change. So yes, it's time to go for it. And then I also see the 4 of Cups here. So you've been discontent with your environment for quite a while. And like this says right here, you're over it. So the only way to make that change is to get up and do something about it yourself, and to do so within the next few weeks. I also see the Ace of Cups, which is showing that, once you do make that change, I see the Ace of Cups, which is more of a happiness, fulfillment, joy coming back. So, it's time to pursue that, to make that change for your own emotional health. The 9 of Wands is showing, yes, you do need to go about it in a smart way. And yes, you have been through a lot. And you may have in the past done things that you thought were going to be what you hoped, and then it didn't work out. But this is different. You went, and even still, you went through everything that you did go through to help you learn and to learn lessons. So there were no mistakes. So learn from those mistakes. But moving forward, once you make that change, I do see the 3 of Cups here, which is worth celebrating, and also I feel an energy of you needing a change environment with people that you get along with more, maybe can actually have more of, if not friendships, at the very least, more of a positive working environment with. And you may actually have people or meet people that can help you to network or to help get you opportunity with whatever field you may be in, to help move forward in a successful way that will lead you to more money. The Ace of Pentacles is showing that once you make a change, I do, and after having reflected on it and maybe done whatever kind of seeking whatever guidance you need on a spiritual basis to lead you on the right path. Once you listen to your intuition, because like I said in the beginning, you're very psychic yourself. Once you follow your intuition, the path that you listen to according to your intuition can lead you towards a lot of money, longevity, stability, but also abundance overall, not just in terms of money and finances, but feeling good about yourself too. So let's get a last message for you from your guides. All right, let's get a closeout message for those of you who chose card 4 from your guides. Is suffering. Your divine teachers have been trying to teach you lessons this whole time, and even the suffering that you have been through, again, was a lesson learned to help you stop playing the victim, to know that when you're not happy with the environment, you have the power, all the power in the world to make the change needed. So stop your suffering. The only person that can end the suffering is you, by getting up and doing something about it within the next few weeks. And again, the Hierophant came up again with you're so connected to spirit. Your teachers on the other side, your guides, your angels, your guardians, your ancestors, and just source overall coming through you have been trying to help heal the suffering that you've been through. And as long as you follow the guidance here and start making the change, then you can overcome this suffering and you can begin to see some of those results probably within the next few weeks, as I keep pointing back to. So I'm really happy for you guys. Bye, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this reading. And again, if you would like a personal reading with me, find me on Instagram at psychicgoddesserika. That's Erika with the K, Erika. Or send me an email to psychicgoddesserika@gmail.com. Please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy free readings, pick a card readings, guidance on anything metaphysical, magical, spiritual, psychic, witchy like. Subscribe, share with your friends. Let them get some free reads too. And I will talk to you guys next time.